The first thing we're going to do is step 1 and step 2, and luckily we can do them together at the same place at bluehost.com. Start by opening up your favorite web browser. I'm going to use Firefox and go to www.bluehost.com. That's BLUEHOST.com. The link to Bluehost is in the description down below. Bluehost is one of the biggest and well-known hosting companies in the world. Over 2 million websites are currently using Bluehost, and Wordpress.org is the biggest content management system in the world, powering about 30% of all websites worldwide, and they're telling us to use Bluehost, so we're going to use Bluehost as our web hosting company for this tutorial. On that note, Bluehost provides one-click installs, so we can install WordPress in just one click, which makes it very easy for beginners to get started, especially if you're just starting out trying to build a blog or a website or a WooCommerce store. We can get started within minutes. I'd like to point out that a lot of web hosting companies have customer support, but they don't have it like Bluehost does. The customer support is 24/7, and the good thing about Bluehost is they'll get you in front of the right person that you need to talk to who specializes in whatever query it is you have with your website. One last important thing I'd like to mention is that Bluehost is now providing free SSL certificates, and that's extremely important for new websites because Google recently released a new search algorithm where HTTPS sites are now more favored than HTTP sites on a Google search. So it's very important that we get an SSL certificate, which Bluehost provides for free. And to know that you've got an SSL, you'll see the little green padlock in front of your URL, whereas other hosting companies are charging you $100 or more just to get an SSL certificate. And so Bluehost is providing free SSL certificates with Google's recent Let's Encrypt update on the web browser because Bluehost has partnered with Google. So once you're ready, go ahead and click on the Get Started Now green button. So once we do that, there are now 3 different plans to choose from: the basic plan, the plus plan, and the prime plan. And what I recommend is the basic plan because you can always upgrade to the other plans at any time you want. So you can upgrade from the basic plan to the plus plan, and then later you can go from the plus plan to the prime plan and vice versa. But what I recommend is the prime plan has way too much stuff for you guys right now, so I just recommend go ahead and get the basic plan, and you can always upgrade later. So the key difference between the basic plan and the plus plan is that you can get one domain name for your website, whereas for the plus plan you can get multiple domain names. So you can have your website.com, your portfolio.net, your mum's website.com, your uncle's website.org. You can have your best friend's website.com, but most people start off with one website, so we're just going to go with the basic plan for now. And of course, it is the least expensive option of the 3, and that is just what we need right now. Alright, so all we need to do now is click select, and now we have 2 options here. So we can choose a new domain, or you might already have a domain name. So if you've already purchased a domain name from another place such as GoDaddy, then you're going to want to fill it out right here in I have a domain name and click next. But if you're purchasing a new website name or domain name, then you're going to want to enter it right here. And here we can choose the extension type. I usually go with .com, and you can see the different other extension options here. So if you can't get .com, then you can try your website name with a different extension. It does give you a few options. I'm going to go with .com. Click on the field New Domain and enter in our new website name or your new website name, domain name, and click OK. Next, you'll be prompted to fill out your payment options. I'm just going to speed the video up here while I fill out my options. So with the package information plan, it's really up to you. If you choose to commit up front longer, you get a massive discount, which means you'll pay less per month, but you do have to pay more up front. Whereas if you commit less, you don't have to pay as much up front, but it's going to cost a lot more per month. I'm just going to go with the first option, but it's really up to you what you want to go with. Package extras is always ticked automatically because they want to make a little more money. But with domain privacy protection, it's really up to you. All it's doing is you're just making your credentials anonymous. Your domain is anonymous, so people will only find out that you're with, in this case, Bluehost. But since we're just starting out, chances are that doesn't matter. I'm just going to untick all of these. But you can always change your mind and include these options later on, especially when your website starts to get a lot bigger. But to reduce the cost up front, as we're trying to get started, I'm going to untick all of these. And I'll show you later in the video where you can go if you want to get these options ticked later in the future, especially when your website starts getting bigger. Next, just fill out your credit card options. Once you're happy with that, make sure you click I agree with Bluehost terms of services and cancellation policy, and that you've acknowledged their private policy, and finally click the green button submit. Once you're in, we'll be asked to create a new password. There's got to be a capital, lowercase, numbers, and a character. And when that's done, click I accept the terms and conditions and click next. Congratulations, we've got a new password. Now click login, and Bluehost might load for a little while. The next thing we're going to do is install your theme. A theme is the design of your website, so what your website looks like. And themes is one of the reasons why I love WordPress so much, because hundreds and thousands of people are making hundreds and thousands of themes for WordPress, meaning we have thousands of unlimited designs to choose from. And so when you pick one of these themes, you can actually see what your theme looks like just by visiting your website, and you can always change your theme later on. But I do have a favorite theme that I recommend you install because we're going to be using this theme for the entire tutorial. So if you install a different theme, then you won't be able to follow all the steps in this tutorial because it'll be different. So the theme that I love is Ocean WP, and you can see it's the first option on the menu here. And the reason why I love Ocean WP is because it's free, and it's one of these free themes that you can do just about anything you want on your website. Even if you want to do e-commerce, you can do e-commerce. So let's go with Ocean WP. Click on Ocean WP. If you find it's taking forever to load, then alternatively what you could do is just jump into your email. So I'm going to log into my Gmail account that I use to sign up with Bluehost, and you should have received at least 2 or 3 emails from Bluehost. One of the emails is just for you to verify that your email is real. The second email will provide you with all the details on how to log into your portal, and if you click on that as seen here, this will take you to the portal. So if it's still loading, then just log into your email and jump into your portal through your email, and that should do the trick. So you might recall earlier in the video that we didn't check domain privacy, and Bluehost has decided to give it to us for free as a trial for 31 days. So go ahead and accept that 31-day trial. That's good. Alright, so if we check our website, we'll see that it's not going to work yet. Bluehost puts a default coming soon page in its place, and that's because the internet just needs a little bit of time to realize that, hey, you've got this new domain name. So it will take some time to spread throughout the entire world on the World Wide Web and telling the internet that, hey, this website now exists. So we will need to wait. It can take anywhere between 2 to 24 hours or up to 48 hours for our website to work. But the cool thing with Bluehost is that they'll give us a temporary URL where we can just jump into the WordPress dashboard and get straight into building our website while that's doing its thing in the background. Okay, so now you want to click on log into WordPress, and that'll take us to our dashboard within WordPress, and this is where it begins. We can actually start building our website.